number 2's 30-second skinny.
Congratulations to Jordan Davis. He shared that he and his wife, Kristen, welcomed a beautiful baby girl named Eloise Larkin. Brett Eldridge will be performing at the Rockefeller Christmas tree lighting ceremony. You can watch it on December 4th at 8/7 Central on NBC. Ashley McBryde is heading out on tour in 2020 for her headlining One Night Standards tour. It kicks off January 30th in Alabama. I'm Morgan number 2. That's your skinny.
June and their song Buy My Own Drinks.
I can buy my own drinks. I can pay my own tab.
Which was a big hit for them. And the lead singer, Naomi, stopped by my house last night, and this is up as a podcast on my interview show called The Bobbycast. And such an interesting story. She lived on a bus as a kid for years, and they lived in state parks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when they came in and she was talking about that, but I would like to know more about it.
Well, you're in luck because it was a whole hour conversation. But here's a clip of that.
So we lived in national parks, and we explored and we played outside. We did schooling like a few hours in the day, and then we were just out. We just played in the woods. I mean, it's true.
There were 11 of them.
Wow.
11 kids. And so her mom was a midwife for a while, and then they sold everything, bought a bus. They were living with Amish people. And so they weren't Amish, but when you live in a community of the Amish, you kind of develop those sensibilities. They had a car and stuff where the Amish didn't. But then they were like, all right, we're done. They bought a bus for years, just drove around, lived in the bus, 11 of them.
Wow.
And she learned to play music because her mom was selling tie-dye at festivals. She learned how to make tie-dye stuff. And she would just be around music, and she got a guitar and would just play it like sitting around all the other musicians.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so crazy. And then she got a job as a deckhand on a salmon boat in Alaska. She's like Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Yeah, here's that clip.
And I got a job offer to be a deckhand on a salmon boat in Alaska. And
What does a deckhand do, by the way? I mean, I've been on fishing boats.
everything.
Okay, so
oh my gosh,
a deckhand just
you clean the
does it all.
nets,
Got
you're fishing, you're driving the boat. I had no idea what I was getting into. This was like the gnarliest, hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
So I encourage everybody to check this Bobbycast out.
Oh,
just wherever you listen to your podcasts, iHeartRadio, whatever streaming service you use, search for Bobbycast, and it's Naomi, the lead singer from Runaway June. And I know her a bit, but being able to sit down with someone for an hour and really just prod into their personal life with purpose, like they know it's coming, is a bit different and actually pretty cool for me. I've actually learned a lot more about my friends in that way, or the people that were kind of surface friends.
Yeah.
Through doing that. And some of her people came with her, like somebody from the label, and they were sitting upstairs because my studio's in my house upstairs, and they left, and she was like, I didn't know half that stuff either. And so,
Oh, wow.
yeah. And then Naomi texted me last night afterward, and she was like, man, I've never talked about a lot of that stuff in that form. It's just a really good one. I'm proud of it. So I hope you guys, today after the show, there's a lot of good ones. It's an hour-long interview show. But check it out with Naomi from Runaway June. It is the latest Bobbycast. And she reminded me of you.
Oh, yeah. What were you drinking?
She brought some weird drink she made out of
Was it kombucha?
No.
Oh,
it was something that she made out of minerals, and she's very earthy. Mm-hmm. There's like an earthy Runaway June, there's like a hippie Runaway June, and then there's like a sporty. It's like the country musicians Spice Girls.
In one.
Yeah. So check that out. We got a couple things we're going to do when we come back. Pretty happy with today's show. We will talk about the party last night. We'll do that in the next segment. You want to do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Last night we had the big party, and the way I get everybody to leave, I've kind of found my new technique and how to get everybody to leave, which is pretty great. And I used Amy for it.
It's pretty smart.
So yeah, we'll do that coming up next. Well, I think it's now time to award Morgan number 2 with her championship belt.
Oh, she won?
She did win. I pushed her to the limit.
Wow.
But she ended up winning it last night. You deserve every bit of it. Here, have your belt here. We've been doing this draft on our show for a while now, and the first with 10 wins was Morgan number 2, and I bought this belt. And on the belt, Eddie, we on camera here?
I got it.
On the belt, it says the Bobby Bones Show. It's a wrestling championship belt. And it says Fantasy Draft Champion. And nobody deserves it more than you, Morgan number 2.
Thank
you. I pushed her close. I was pushing her all day yesterday. And then last night, I was like 100 down. I was like, I'm not going to catch you. I give up. You win. You're the champ. And now she's putting the belt on.
Wow.
Speech. Go ahead, Morgan number 2.
I just really want to say thank you to all the listeners out there that voted for me and kept cheering me on, and all the people that I got to meet outside of the studio who were saying they were voting for me and helping me through this draft. This is all for you guys.
It's all for you
y'all are
guys.
Awesome.
Now, how do you feel, Morgan number 2, yesterday about being accused of being a Russian hacker?
I'm not a Russian hacker. I'm just really good at the draft games. I'm terrible at trivia, but I'm really good at draft games.
Some people on Instagram were saying that you were a Russian hacker.
I'm not.
And so you were getting into these. And by the way, those people were me.
I know.
By the way,
But that was you.
that was me. I was doing Instagram Live.
So do you care about the drafts now or still don't care about them?
No, I care. I'm very proud right now.
Now that she's winning, she cares. There she is.
No,
She is the champ, though. You can't take it away from the champ.
Man.
Well, Morgan number 2, we will not do another draft till after the first of the year. So there'll be no more drafts until.
Hiatus.
Aw, thanks, Morgan number 2.
You know, I'm not sorry. I'm not.
Yeah, don't be sorry. All right, Scotty McCreery, this is it. Bobby Bones Show. You should go do a photo shoot with your belt now.
I'm going
Go
to.
to like Walmart or they have glamour shots at the mall. That'd be so
Sears.
funny.
I take it everywhere with me.
Yeah, set it up. Do like I did with my mirror ball.
Oh, I will.
Yeah. Number 2 is doing a mini photo shoot with her championship belt during that song. And Eddie's taking pictures of her. She's like, but don't let my belly button ring show. And I was like, you got a belly button ring?
Yep.
And you've had it.
Since I was 16 years old.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, so 10 years, same ring.
Yep. Oh, no, I changed it
Oh,
out.
you
I
did-
actually just put a new one in the other day.
And so you don't like showing your belly button ring?
Oh, I don't mind it. I just I have kind of like a crop shirt on, and if I lifted it up, my whole stomach and my belly button ring was gonna show. So
Well, I do get a little self-conscious about my one nipple ring.
Yeah.
People are going to believe you.
I
Stop.
know. By the way,
not have one.
I don't have a nipple
It
ring.
is not.
I'm just playing. But my
Okay.
tongue ring, though, for
Yeah,
sure.
good one.
yeah.
For sure. I never got anything pierced, though. And there would be the occasional guy at school that would get something pierced, and I'd be like, I don't know if that's for me, but it'd be cool to try it. I never did. I got a couple tattoos. I got 3 tattoos, but
Later in life.
later, yeah. I'm still probably 1 or 2 away from being done. But you get anything pierced ever?
My ears.
That's it?
That's it.
Morgan number 2, only the belly button ring in the ears?
yeah, belly button ring and ears,
How
nothing
m-
else.
How many ear piercings do you have?
I had two little ones right here, but I don't really ever wear earrings that much. So.
Well, congratulations again on your belt. People are saying you need a winning song. I don't disagree with them.
Okay, I'll work
You do
on
play
it.
enough games to where I think you need a winning song too to play.
This may be the only other time we play it though. I mean,
No, that's not true. Sometimes you come in 3rd. But yeah, think about a winning song.
Okay, I will.
So, but congratulations to Morgan number 2. No more drafts till after the first of the year. But it was a fun. One more round of applause for Morgan number 2 with our big draft victory last night. Eddie, you want to talk about this? The Citizen Hero. This story about the guys.
Yeah.
I don't know much about this, but what I'm hearing is there's a guy where we're from that's patrolling the streets, like as a superhero. But is he? What is his
I
deal?
gotta find out his name. It's like Shadow something, but he's a local hero. He's just a guy, and he comes out at night because he says at night that's when things get shady, and they need a person, not a superhero, just a regular person who dresses up like a superhero to keep everyone else safe.
His name is Shadow Patriot.
Shadow Patriot.
His motto is serve, protect, inform, and inspire. Shadow Patriot is a regular citizen that patrols the streets and promotes America, along with helping the homeless. At first glance, he would appear to be a real-life superhero, but he doesn't call himself one since he doesn't have superpowers. To be fair, now they're Batman. Batman was just rich.
True. Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. So, this is bad news. This guy, I like what he's doing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But somebody's gonna be a wise guy
And
try to beat up
him
Shadow
up.
Patriot.
How old is Shadow Patriot?
He doesn't seem like a young guy. I would guess he's probably in his late 30s, early 40s.
Okay, here's the clip.
As the sun goes down, all those things take on a grayer tone and become sometimes bad, sometimes dangerous. There are problems, and that's where the Shadow Patriot comes in.
I like
gosh.
what he's doing, and Amy, he wears like a bicycle helmet with a star on it, and a,
No, I'm already like,
and
is
a
this?
catcher's
It
chest
reminded me a
protector.
little bit of your Halloween costume. Recyclops.
He does look like Recyclops. And if he's out in the daytime helping people, that's good. But somebody's gonna beat the crap out of him because he's not like super ripped up or anything.
But what if you, Bones, what if you were walking downtown
I would wanna get
and
a
you
picture
got
with him.
mugged?
Okay.
And you were getting mugged,
Yeah.
and Shadow Patriot comes out and saves you. Would you
That'd be
change your
amazing.
mind?
I already like him because he's out doing things in the daytime to help people. I'm into Shadow Patriot. For the record, I'm into Shadow Patriot. I just worry about him
Right, you're worried.
because there's a
Valid.
wise guy who's gonna go, well, who was this knucklehead, and beat the crap out of him.
Mm-hmm.
He got a big old single mustache, sunglasses that look like bug eyes, round like Ant-Man or something, and a bicycle helmet, and he was wearing a chest protector the catcher wears with an American flag.
It's pretty awesome.
This is kind of what Stevenson does in our neighborhood.
Yeah. Your son.
He does.
Your 9-year-old son.
He likes to go around and keep the neighborhood safe in his Captain America uniform.
I like it that he's helping out. It's funny he's made national news, and I hope everybody leaves him alone. Just let him do his thing.
Right.
Yes.
Let them protect.
Totally.
Do we know what Shadow Patriot's real job is day to day, or we can't figure out who he is?
No, I think
like he's
that's-
like Bruce Wayne, or he's like Clark Kent Batman.
Right, and you don't want to know what his real life is.
What if it's like Cole Swindell, and we just can't tell?
It's Luke Combs.
Cole Swindell puts on a mustache and walks around as Shadow Patriot. Anyway, Eddie told me the story. I thought I'd share it.
Yeah, it's good.
I think Shadow Patriot's pretty funny. You just got to be careful. Never going to get it coming up. Let's do this. I will actually give you this question. Let's see if you can nail it before now in the next 3 minutes. Go ahead. The average household will purchase this grocery item once every 53 days. The average household will purchase this grocery item once every 53 days. What is it? You feel like you know it?
Oh, yeah.
You want to spoil it?
Well, maybe.
Go ahead.
Peanut butter?
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, no. All right, never going to get it.
Okay.
We'll come back with that. 877-77 Back next.
The morning show's official Twitter account. Tweet us at Bobby Bones Show.
The average household will purchase this grocery item once every 53 days. Let's take a few calls here. Christy in Round Rock, what do you think it is? Every 53 days. Talk to me here.
Hello?
Yeah, what you think?
Sorry, I am literally dropping off baby at daycare. I guessed dish soap.
Oh, no, dish soap. Incorrect.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, boo.
Get back to that baby, though.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Let's go to Lakin in Massachusetts. Every 53 days, what do they buy?
Bleach.
That seems like a lot, huh? For bleach?
Yeah.
Don't you get that like 3 times a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe,
yeah,
right?
I would
Maybe
think
less
so.
than that. It is not bleach. No. Amy?
Oh, man.
Back to me?
Yeah, take another shot.
Well, first time I said peanut butter. If that wasn't right, I'm going to go with butter.
No, just butter.
Just
That's a good
butter.
one,
If I
Amy.
gave you one more, would you go with peanuts just to cover all the spectrum? No, you're not right. No. Lunchbox?
Shampoo.
No, that's a lot. Once every 50 days for shampoo. I mean, like 2 or 3 times a year.
Grocery, I think food, but
Eddie?
Laundry detergent.
No. The answer is pickles. The average household will purchase the grocery item
What?
once every 53 days. Pickles.
never
like
purchased
Would have never got
those.
that.
Blech.
That's why you're never gonna get it.
Yeah.
So last night, and you can go to my Instagram and see pictures of from my holiday party. We had to do it early because I'm just not here a lot after Thanksgiving. So we have a new executive producer, and so we were able to get everybody together from the show, and we had to get together. Had a lot of food. I had too much food.
Food was amazing.
Too much food. I mean, I was just stuck with it last night when it was over. I wanted everybody to take a bunch of stuff.
But it was all so good and good for you.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys should take it more home.
I should have taken some of those sweet potato slider thingies, but I was too scared I was going to drop them again, so I'm not taking anything.
Okay, you go for your thoughts.
I thought it was amazing. I thought it was perfect. We everybody mingled and had cocktails before and just kind of hung out, tried to move around. I loved being able to catch up. I got to catch up with Eddie's wife a lot and talk about their foster kids and what's going on with them, and that was nice to see her and Lunchbox's wife, and it was just fun to have everybody there in the same room. And then dinner, awesome. I thought the way you had it set up, and then I didn't know where we were going to eat. Like, I thought we would maybe gather on the table. I was like, how are we going to squeeze everybody? But you had everybody get the food at the dining room table and then go just circle around in the living room. And I thought that was fun.
That was fun.
So we just got to plop down wherever.
I just didn't have enough room.
But it made
Okay.
it comfortable and casual and just, yeah, I mean, I thought it was great. And then the music, Travis Denning was so good, and that was fun. I mean, you had a good pace going. Like, didn't feel too rushed, because I worry about that with you.
Like I'm pushing it along too fast?
Yes. Yeah.
Next event,
I
next
do
thing.
think Travis was picking up his guitar to play another song, and you were like, hey, Travis Denning, everybody.
Well, I did that, and then he played another song too. At one point, I was like, there he is, all right, Travis Denning. And then he was like, well, for my next song I'm going to do here. I was like, all right, we do one more. But
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I thought that you executed your time management well, or whatever you want to call it. And then, pretty much after that, everyone had a little bit of dessert and swiftly went out the door.
Well, it started.
You disappeared to your room.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, where did you go?
It started at 6. Lauren Elena called me and was like, "I'm having a little trouble right now. I need to talk to
that's
you."
right.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Yeah. And I was like, well, she's just in that finale we could Dancing with the Stars. She's like, "Can you talk right now?" And I was like, "Okay. I know all of you guys. I don't have to be like, here's a shoulder massage on your way home."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Hey, I'm struggling for a second." So I just went in the room and talked to her for 15 minutes. I came out the very, very end, though. I caught some of the guys on the way out. But when a friend's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you,"
Totally.
you guys you can handle yourselves.
Yeah.
So it was 6 o'clock was the start. Everybody was pretty right on time. Amy was the latest.
I was trying to teach you what casually late is.
You were the latest.
Lesson learned?
No,
I was stressing I was
no
going to be the
lessons
latest,
been
Amy.
learned.
Okay, just wondering.
Some people got there right at 6, and I was like, swing. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
It's awesome.
No, you'd really love it if they got there at 5:45.
Right on time. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So we it's 6 o'clock. I got there's way too much food, way too much alcohol. But I guess that's
So
just what
good.
you do when you have a party. You just have too much.
Yes. That's great. Better to have too much than too little. And yeah. So what are your thoughts? You share your thoughts.
The dog has never seen so many people at once in his life, and it was just like, just too much. He was bouncing around like crazy. So he was out for like 10 seconds. I put him back in his room. So the dog was good. Travis was good. It was time for everybody to go. It was 8:30, and I was like, how do I get everybody out of here? Because it's also a Tuesday night. And so I went to Amy. I said, "Amy, if you just announce you're leaving, everybody's gonna go follow you."
Oh.
And so Amy goes, "All right, good night, everybody." And she starts hugging everybody, and that was everybody's cue. And just like that, everybody just boop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop.
It worked.
And then, well, a couple people left first, and there were some lingerers like Eddie, who lingers everywhere. But they couldn't get out because
We were all blocked
I don't
in.
have a big like parking lot.
Yeah.
And people were blocked in, and someone was like, "Oh, I can't get out." And I was like, "Oh, you guys you got to go and move your
Sorry.
cars out." Yeah, we did a group picture, but Raymundo left early
Oh, I
and
hate
wasn't in
that.
the group picture.
Yeah, I had to beat traffic. I just wanted to make sure I was going to be able to make
Beat
it out.
traffic.
There's no traffic. Right in the middle of Travis Denning playing, you see Ray just walk out the front door of
You
the
did a
house.
Houdini.
I tried to do it as quiet as possible. I grabbed my chick. She'd already had a couple, and her heels were so loud.
I know, but of course, we all wanted to say bye to her because we don't get to always see her. So we're like hugging, and I'm like, wait, they're leaving. This
And it
is
was in a
sad.
living room. It wasn't like we didn't see you guys walk out.
It was a decision that needed to be made. I thought, do I make a scene and say bye to everybody, or just walk out? I went with the walkout.
I know, but you missed the picture, and I want to Photoshop him in.
Just insert a little Raymundo.
Yes.
I bet Mike D could probably do a funny one
Yeah.
and put it up there. But it was fun. I'm glad everybody came. Glad we could do it. The question is, was it too early for Christmas music? Because I was playing Christmas music the second half of the party. And it's not even Thanksgiving yet.
Yeah, no. It was, yes, this song played, and it was amazing. In fact, Ray's girlfriend and I, we were jamming out, and Hillary, we were pumped this song came on. We're ready for it. You got us in the spirit. I'm here for Christmas now. And yeah, I thought everything was great. I thought he did a great job, guys, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
You definitely got the ball rolling for Christmas music. Because I listened to it on the way home.
Thank you for having us.
So thanks, man.
We had about 20 people there. I was happy my house was big enough for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I was worried. I was like, can I fit 20 people? I don't have 20 chairs. How do you have a party for food when you don't have a table big enough?
Yeah, that's tricky.
Right, like you did. You just had everybody casually hang out in your living room and, sit on the fireplace and sit on the floor and sit on the chair, sit on the couch. Like it was welcoming. Like I liked that feel of it. It wasn't too formal. Like we all got dressed up and it was fun, but it wasn't like stuffy or formal. Like I think it was good for us. I'm personally happy that we've added that into our yearly thing. Like last year was kind of the first one-ish. And then this year, second, and I hope like it's an annual thing. And I would encourage other people that work together, if they can get together like that, it's just something easy to try to do it. I think it's good for us.
You want to chip in? You think like, you got a mouse in your pocket? What are you talking about?
I'm glad we are doing it. And yes, I helped pick out the menu.
He's talking about financially.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. He doesn't care about picking out menus.
Well, other people, listen, you decided to have it and host it. And I said thank you 30 seconds ago, said thank you so much for having us, and then said I'm so glad we're doing it. And then I encouraged others to do it.
I'm
But
giving
it
you a
doesn't.
hard time.
I know, but
giving you a hard time.
I'll throw it out there. It doesn't have to be done where if you're hosting, you have to pay for everything. You could have people from your work come over and everybody potluck style.
I did get White Claw on text Ray beforehand. I was like, I got plenty of White Claw, dude. Dude, I have I have so much White Claw in my fridge right now.
I'm about 3 miles where I live from you. I'm coming back over for
You can
them.
have everything.
Yeah!
What? I don't drink. What am I going to do with it?
I'm just saying, yeah, your fridge was stocked, dude. You don't need it like that.
How long will White Claw stay good?
Forever. You got 6 months.
Then why would I
Oh,
give it away
probably
right now? I
longer
could just
than
let it
that.
sit there,
Just
huh?
hang on to it. But I was just saying, if it's in the way of your health food and all the other stuff you eat.
My health food. Ray, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was awesome. Honestly, I wish it was on a Friday night. Then I could
Yeah,
have
me
actually
too.
drank. Me and my chick would have done an Uber over there. We could have used the pool. I mean, there could have been a lot of other options.
Lunchbox did hit me before. I was like, should we bring swimming trunks and clothes?
Yeah, I want to know if the pool was heated if we were going swimming afterwards, but I was told no swimsuits.
There was no swimming. There's no, gosh, no.
I thought that'd been fun.
Scuba Steve is our new executive producer. Hey, Ray, have him come over to the microphone for a second. Because he came and it was kind of his first time to hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
He's been here with the show for a week and kind of been learning as it's going. Hey, Steve, how did you feel about last night?
I thought it was great. The food was fantastic. You guys are a great group of people to be around. I had a great time.
How do you feel about the whole group here? You've been here a week. If I were to say, what's up with Amy, what do you say, Scuba Steve?
Amy is a pleasure to be around.
Okay, he's learning. I did sit and talk with him. And
Learning what?
He's learning us individually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did sit with them and kind of talk about every person. We had one of those, like, here's this person, here's their, what they're good at.
Mm-hmm.
And what about Lunchbox?
Lunchbox, I think, is a riot. Him and I have a great time. We laugh a lot.
Eddie?
Eddie and I are on a father level, so we get each other with kids and everything.
What's your deal? You have a baby?
I have a kid who's 1.5 years, correct, yeah.
Boy or girl?
He's a boy.
And how's the move coming here?
It's very stressful, but I think we got a good handle on it. My wife is staying at home right now, so we're able to kind of work on those things where I can focus on the job. My son is in San Francisco, so I do miss the heck out of him. But other than that, everything's great.
Your son is in San Francisco right now?
He's with grandma right now.
You get a place?
Is he
He's on his own.
he's getting an apartment. He's on his own.
That was quick, man. So
No.
he's 1.5, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then you're bringing him here like next week.
Yeah, we're picking up for Thanksgiving. Yeah, just here you go. Have fun.
Do you just mail him? How does that work? How do you get a 1.5-year-old here from San Francisco?
We're going to have to fly and go pick him up. We thought about FedEx, but that would be too difficult.
And your wife, what'd you think about last night?
She thought it was great. My biggest concern with her is coming here, ripping herself from her family and all that kind of stuff. But I told her everyone here is really cool. You can have a great time with them. And she's looking to kind of get involved in the group. And she said you guys are very pleasure. So it was fun.
She's hung out with us 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, she liked you guys.
The charity
Yeah.
event the night before and then last night at the house.
Yeah, you guys are great. I really mean that. You guys are a great group of people, and it's really cool to be here. And you guys are very welcoming, and I really appreciate everything.
All right, give it a couple weeks. All right, there he is. All right,
That's
Steve.
what, on Monday night, I think we were talking, and I said, so what do you think, like, at the charity event? And he was like, yeah, I mean, everything's just so amazing. I said, you just got here.
It's just got to be weird for him, too, because we've been together for so long.
Yeah.
All of the group, like Amy and I have been together for how long?
Like 14-ish almost.
Yeah, years.
Mm-hmm.
14 years. And to hop in a group where everyone's been together, been friends for so long, because this show didn't come together because of a bunch of radio people. We didn't have any idea how to do radio. We're just a bunch of friends. And then to come in, and so that's tough. It's tough to move cities. So we're rooting for you, Steve.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, there he is. It's his first time ever on the air, too. Look at him. There he is.
Yeah.
First time on the air.
Nailed it.
All right, let's do Luke Combs, even though I'm leaving. And what's going to happen tonight, I'm going to be with Luke Combs tonight in New York. So watch youtube.com/Bobby Bones Show at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and watch him play live. Thank you. They've announced some of the Grammys, and I guess these aren't the big... Oh, they are the big categories. How about this? All right. Album of the Year. Bon Iver.
Bon Iver, yeah.
For his album I.
He's won a Grammy before.
Yeah.
Lana Del Rey, Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Her, Lil Nas X, Vampire Weekend, and Lizzo are all up for Album of the Year. Okay, so that's a big one. Where's the country one? Okay, here we go. Best Country Song.
Come on.
Tanya Tucker with Brandi Carlile, Bring My Flowers Now. Ashley McBride, Girl Going Nowhere. Miranda Lambert, It'll All Come Out in the Wash. Eric Church, Some of It. And Dan and Shay, Speechless. There you go, Best Country Song. Okay. I don't really have an opinion yet. Just give it to Dan and Shay. They're the most underappreciated group artist in country music.
I agree.
Yeah.
They're the most underappreciated. They're appreciated but they have to like punch people in the face to get it.
Oh, not literally.
Maybe literally. Amy and I saw Dan. We were doing a charity event. Again, I'll be honest. We know those guys, but that's why I also see how hard they're working, right? But Dan's hair is so long. We know Dan when he's a short hair, just a good looking clean cut guy. Now it's so long, beard, mustache. And I just see hair go behind a pole. And I'm like, oh, there's Dan. It's like this big thing of hair, Dan and Shay. And Amy went and smelled his hair.
Well, no, I didn't. No, we were hugging. And when we hugged, I got a whiff of his hair. And I was like, oh my gosh, your hair. I don't know if it's not that I wasn't expecting it to smell good, but I decided to tell him. I was like, your hair smells so good. I need to know what his products are because I want mine to smell that way.
No country artist and best new artist. Usually there's one or two. Yeah. Lizzo, Billie Eilish, Black Pumas. I never heard of them. Lil Nas X, Maggie Rogers, Yola. Don't know who that is. Roselia. Don't know who that is. Tank and the Bangas. Don't know who that is. Are we sure these are real groups?
They're messing with you right now.
What was that category?
Best new artist.
Okay.
Like, how new? Did they just get together yesterday?
What was that last one again?
Tank and the Bangas. What are you listening to? TMB. What's that? Tank and the Bangas.
So good.
You got the new Tank and the Bangas song? I don't know. They may be awesome.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, they're nominated for a Grammy.
Best country album. Here we go. This has just come across 2 for the Grammys. Eric Church, Desperate Man. Reba McEntire, Stronger Than the Truth. Pistol Annie's get 1. Interstate Gospel, good for them. Center Point Road from Thomas Rhett. And While I'm Living, Tanya Tucker. So that's just some of the Grammy stuff that came out. Just came across. Wanted to share it with you guys. And there you have it. Anything you'd like to say, Amy?
Man, I'm excited for a lot of people on that list, but yeah, in particular, Dan and Shay. Like, even at the CMA Awards, like every award they were up for, Bobby and I were like chanting their name.
Yeah.
And
against some of our other friends, too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. And then when they did win, we were back doing something backstage, and I screamed so loud, people thought something was wrong with me.
Well, by the way, the best country song is the Songwriters Award. You know, the one that they're up for?
Okay.
For Speechless.
Cool.
Okay, well, there you go. Those are the Grammy nominations. If you want to go over to my Instagram and see a few pictures from the Christmas party, holiday party. I guess it's closer to Halloween than it is Christmas. But whatever, there's a Christmas tree.
Yes.
There's a Christmas tree.
And we played Christmas music.
Yeah, we're getting in the spirit.
Yeah.
You can go to my Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones. I do have some pictures for all you guys. I'll let you guys put up whatever you want, but I had a photographer there last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how about that? Who's fancy now?
You.
So
yeah,
legit.
yeah.
It's time for the good news.
With Amy.
Tell me something good.
So The Rock, he sang You're Welcome for a 3-year-old cancer patient, and I've got a clip of the video.
I heard that you love a movie called Moana, and I also heard that you watch Moana almost 10 times a day because the character you love, Maui, gives you strength. What can I say except you're welcome? Stay strong, and thanks for inspiring everybody around you, Hiram, including myself.
Yeah, I saw
so
The Rock's
cool?
Instagram. Eddie, you know that song?
I do.
I saw you sing.
What can I say except you're welcome? Yeah.
You know the rest of it?
I don't know. No, not really.
Is that a good movie?
It is good. And I finally just saw it like about a month ago because my kids have been watching it forever.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good movie. I like Hawaii and all that kind of culture. So
My kids like it too. My daughter, she's 12. She doesn't say Hawaii. I think she saw some of it the other day because sometimes they'll just flip through movies. And she was like, came downstairs, Mom, when are we going to go to Hawaii? I was like, do you
it's
mean
a Metro Hawaii in Ohio.
do
Interesting.
you mean Hawaii? She goes, yeah, whatever, Hawaii.
Like, when are we going to go to Dayton, Honolulu?
Yeah.
I saw that, and the kid's fighting cancer, loves The Rock, and The Rock posted that on his Instagram.
So cool.
So, yeah, that's awesome. That is what it's all about. Thank you very much. The Duggar family was raided by Homeland Security, money laundering, human trafficking, weapons smuggling, and transnational gang activity. Let me see this. It said here, I could go to you on my page. Does anyone know about this story? The Duggars? There are contradictory reports this morning about how the Duggar family is under investigation by Homeland Security. Agents reportedly raided the home of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Is
that for real?
Is this a real story?
That's crazy.
A spokesperson from Washington, D.C. confirmed on Tuesday, quote, Homeland Security investigations was present at the Duggar home pursuant to an ongoing federal criminal investigation. First the Chrisleys, now the Duggars.
Oh, is there an update on that?
Family.
No.
No. But the Duggars deny that their home was raided. They put out a statement saying, we were shocked to see in the news that there was reports that our house was raided, according to people.com.
The Duggar family hardly seems like the gang activity type, but gangs doesn't just mean guns and bandanas.
I mean, that
guys.
would be quite the cover.
19 kids, and they're not even related. They're all just little members of the gang. Man.
I mean, that's crazy.
They're the family that doesn't even kiss before they get up to the
Correct.
altar, right?
And they have like 52 kids.
Well, 19 and counting, but
Then that's the show, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's just nuts. If we find out the Duggar, that would be like me. Like all of a sudden,
big old scandal.
You find out I'm running the Crips.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably not going to happen. Tonight, I'll be doing the iHeartRadio premiere, the album, live album with Luke Combs. It's on livebylive.com.
Yes.
That's our streaming partner tonight. You can watch Luke Combs perform a bunch of his songs live. I'll be hosting it. The actual address is livexlive.com. And you can also go to our Twitter and find the link there. So I'll be traveling again today. I got a pretty heavy travel schedule the next 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
I do New York, because today's Wednesday. New York, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, Eddie and I are in Louisville. Playing Raging Idiots show. Saturday in Birmingham, Raging Idiots. So come to those shows if you're in Louisville or Birmingham. RagingIdiots.com. Sunday, I go to LA. I think I can say I'm doing the game show to tell the truth.
I don't know
said
what you
that?
can
You've never
say.
said that before.
I don't know if I can say it or not. They didn't tell me not to. So I'm
Tell
gonna-
the truth.
I'm gonna do. It's where they get people. They get like 3 people up, and you have to figure out which one is like the real Octomom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or the real cop that was chasing OJ. And they do like celebrity panelists. They must be stretching if they need me as a celebrity. They're like, we're out of celebrities. Who can we call?
So you're a panelist?
Yeah.
That's
So
exciting.
I'm gonna do that. Then I'm going to watch Dancing with the Stars finale and root on Lauren on Monday, and I'll be in LA Tuesday. But I'll come back, and it's almost Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It's great. But I will be traveling a lot. And we traveled to Las Vegas together. Morgan number 2 went with us. And apparently you learned some travel tips about me or travel tips from me. What exactly do you have over here?
I just learned some things about you that happen while you travel.
Okay. Go. How many do you have?
I have 5.
Okay. Number 1.
Okay. You eat a whole pack of gum before a flight. At least 10 pieces of gum at a time.
That's not just before
This
a
is
flight.
always-
That's like life.
Don't ever, if Bobby asks you for a stick of gum, don't give it to him. He's going to take your whole pack.
I posted a picture of us from like the photo booth at the charity event earlier this week, and you
Of the where?
the
what?
charity event we
Oh,
were
charity
at
event.
with the photo booth, and we had little Santa
Oh, I
hats
saw the
on.
gum in there.
And Bobby's wad of gum is like right there in your mouth, and there's probably about Morgan's right 10 pieces in there.
More than that. I get a whole pack of whatever, eat the whole thing.
Right.
And not just flight, but in life. You guys, did I ever talk about this on the show?
I don't think so.
I eat all the gum at once. Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody just offers me a stick, sometimes I don't take it.
Yeah.
It's just
You
not
get
enough.
offended.
Yeah, I'm like, just not offended. It's like, it's not going to do anything for me. What else do you have, Morgan, number 2?
You eat string cheese the wrong way. You bite out of it. You don't eat it like a normal person who like strings the cheese.
Oh, I bite it.
Yeah, I
Is
bite
that
it
not
too.
normal?
Well, all I know is I'm sitting at the airport, and it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just eating my cheese, which that's weird, too. It's all I had for breakfast. And Morgan number 2 is like, hey, psycho, why are you eating string cheese like that? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, the real people string it out.
Oh.
I
Oh my
wasn't the
gosh.
only one either. We all sat there and we were like, this isn't normal.
Let me give you the root of that. I don't like to touch food with my
Yeah.
hands. I've been in an airport. I don't like to touch anything. And so
Take the bites.
I just keep it in the package and eat it with a bite. If you got to string it, you got to touch it with your hands. Your hands has touched all that airport crap. By the way, at the Las Vegas airport, were you with me, Morgan, too, when that guy you got up on my face?
No.
The TSA guy, this girl's hat was stuck in the machine after it scans your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was stuck like at the end of the belt and where the wheels start to turn. And so I'm reaching, trying to get it because it's just like hung in there. And nobody's paying attention to her. And her hat's getting run over by bags. And I'm like, well, crap, let me just try to reach up and grab it. I make one reach and almost get it. And he goes, get your it, and just starts screaming at me. And I was like, all right. I just grabbed the crap and walked off.
Yeah, trying to do a good thing.
Here I am trying to be
Can't
an
even help
airport
anybody.
superhero.
Yeah.
Bane at the airport trying to get me. What else, Morgan, number 2?
You're just as strict about timing on the road as you are here at work.
Go ahead.
So we had a call time to leave in the morning, and Walker Burroughs was like, probably 3 or 4 minutes late. And you're like, I was 10 seconds from leaving you.
I've left Eddie before.
Yes.
Like where the car's going, and Eddie's like, stop, stop, stop. He get rerun from what's happening. Hey, he's chasing the car.
And you even would tell the driver, like, keep going. Whoever's driving, just keep going. They would stop. I can't do that. Eddie's right there.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's
true.
serious about it.
the car leaves at this time. If you're not there, you get left. You can get an Uber. Good luck at the airport. You're not making all of us late.
I did tell Walker, I'm like, hey, man, I've been there before. It's all right. You'll get better.
I was so irritated.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, great. Did you act irritated to him or Walker?
I was pretty
silent.
I was pretty sleepy. I think I just went to sleep in the car. What else?
You wear sunglasses while you're at the airport. We showed up and your glasses were dark. And I was like, why does Bobby have sunglasses on right now? But it was like daylight.
I wear them in the car there, and I wear them on the airplane, so I just leave them on. They're prescription glasses. So, yeah, no good reason there. I do though. I can't sleep on the airplane without sunglasses on.
Mm-hmm. But how do you feel about people that wear sunglasses inside?
Like Eric Church.
Oh, Eric Church, cool.
That's
If that's
right.
what you're comparing me to,
That's right.
I'm down.
Boom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm the Eric Church of the airport.
That's right.
No one told me I was airport Eric
That's
Church
it.
until just now. That's my new
It's
nickname.
not like it's a bad thing.
Airport Eric Church. All right, any more? These are travel things Morgan number 2's noticed.
And the last thing is that you really like to just hang out and kind of let loose before shows. And I think it's the most relaxed I ever see you is like right before shows and you're just kind of hanging out, existing.
What do you think about that?
Yeah. I mean, there's no pressure. I don't think you feel pressure to perform, and you're pretty relaxed. And I guess that's kind of the vibe that we want to carry out onto the stage too, right?
You saying I'm not relaxed in here?
No, it's just like, it's a different kind of you that I see, I guess. Like in that few moments before the show, you're just kind of hanging out. It's not like work Bobby. You kind of just, you're hanging out with
and
Eddie
I'm
and your
naked,
friends.
chewing gum, eating string
Lots of
cheese from the
gum.
top with sunglasses on. That's the whole vibe. All right, Morgan number 2. By the way, tonight we mentioned that I'll be in New York tonight for the Luke Combs livexlive.com. It's live by live. Watch him tonight. iHeart Country with Luke Combs, presented by State Farm, celebrating the release of his new album, What You See Is What You Get. Tonight, 7 p.m. local time, wherever you are, local time, or watch it livexlive.com/iHeartLukeCombs. That's a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a lot to remember. livexlive.com/iHeartLukeCombs. Okay, back in a second. Hop on if you want to jump. Which story do you want?
I don't know what are my choices.
Do you want the dude's weird illness and it was revealed as something that you're like, I cannot believe that is happening?
Okay.
That's one. Number 2, this girlfriend discovers her long-term boyfriend has been cheating on her after stumbling up on his secret blank.
That sounds good, Amy.
There's that one. And then, or you can do how male birth control is almost ready and how guys will actually take it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And it's crazy.
Well, I mean, we're going to get to all of it, right? It's just a matter of what order.
No, we may not. You pick.
Okay.
He's tough, Amy.
Don't make me pick.
Which segment do you want to do next?
Should get the second one, I guess. I don't even
The
remember
cheating
the order.
one?
The cheating one?
Stumbled upon her,
Yeah.
his.
And we'll do
Blank.
this. I'll open up the phones too for you guys to call on this. If you discovered your person cheating through kind of a weird way, you're like, oh, this led to me figuring out they were cheating, call us. 877-77-BOBBY. Come back next. All right, let me put Lainey on in Ohio first. She's going to kick the segment off for us. Hey, Lainey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Real good. Tell me what happened with you and your boyfriend.
Well, we had been dating for a while, and I had caught him on Snapchat. We had a joint cell phone plan, and I could see his text messages after that, and he was like, "Oh, I'm stopped. I love you. You're what I want." Well, it turns out he decided to take one of his old cell phones that were no longer active and take it into Verizon and get it activated so he could have a separate cell phone so that he could still communicate with all these other women. So I found it in the glove box.
Oh, you just found the phone, like the active phone.
I thought he put it on your
I
plan.
found the second.
Yeah.
No. We had one together that we had a phone. So he had two phones. We had one that was together, and that was the one he'd leave around the house like he was Mr. Great. And then he had one in the glove box, a separate one that he paid for that was prepaid that was like, I knew nothing about. And that's the one that he would communicate on these dating apps and stuff on.
That stinks.
Like a burner.
I know. What did it feel like when you found that phone and found it fully active?
It was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking, and I was shocked that someone could think of something like that and to go to that kind of level, to be so deceitful. But what are you going to do? I guess.
Well,
but it was heartbreaking.
I hope you just broke it off, right? Was that it?
No.
Oh.
That's a whole nother segment.
Are y'all back together?
No, we're still together.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm not
I
even
know.
I'm not even gonna walk down that river.
Yeah.
But
I know.
Maybe he's better now.
That's not a river I'm walking down. But go ahead. Go ahead. You
The river I don't want to walk down either.
Okay, Lanny. Well, I appreciate that call. Wow. And
I know.
He's gonna hear this and he'll be like, "What? You told that on the radio?" But we appreciate that, lady. We appreciate that. He deserves it.
Does he listen?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You also thought he didn't have another phone.
Right.
No. What dating
Uh-huh.
what dating apps was he on?
Snapchat?
Snapchat,
Not
Farmers
dating.
Only.
He was on Farmers
Tinder,
Only.
all-
Farmers
Tinder?
Only?
Tinder, Morgan, have you tried Farmers Only?
No, not touching that.
Why not? You don't want a farmer?
I just don't. I don't do the website dating ones. I only do the dating apps.
Oh, my friend has done farmersonly.com. She desperately wants her boyfriend or future husband to drive a truck. And she just figured, and I think she went on a date with them on Farmers Only and they had a car. And she's like, what?
What a fraud.
She was like, wait, this, what? And she likes manly, drive a truck, has work gloves, the whole thing that farmers would have. And this guy didn't have any of that. And she was like, you should not be on this app.
Well, Lainey, appreciate your call. Thanks for sharing that story with us.
Yep. Have a great day, guys.
All right, bye-bye. I got
Bye-bye.
bad news for her.
It's not good.
It ain't going good.
One of my friends too was on a dating app, or I think it was Tinder. I don't know. And right when it came out and swiping, and she swiped up to her friend's boyfriend or husband or something that she
It's
went
the
to
nutty
college
thing
with.
to me because I know guys who've done this too. How are you gonna put yourself public?
Right on a dating
Yeah.
app.
Because somebody's gonna see it and know somebody who knows somebody.
Right.
Here's the story. A woman reveals the moment she discovered her boyfriend was cheating on her. By the way, she met her boyfriend. They were working at a retail store. They had a serious relationship. But one night, she decided to clean up his place while he was out with his friends. She found he'd set up a whole new Facebook account just to flirt with other women. This is what she said, accidentally bumped the mouse on his computer, which, by the way, probably ain't true either. Probably ain't true
And
either.
she just decided to clean up his place.
Facebook was open, but Dave had different profile pictures. At first glance, she thought he looked cute, but then she realized his relationship status was set as single on a whole new profile account.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. That's the story that I read that brought me to this segment here. Let's go to Sarah in Boston. Sarah, what's happening with you? How are you?
Hi. How are you?
Pretty
Good
good.
morning, studio.
Morning. Tell me your story.
So I was out at the bar, and I had brought my ex-boyfriend and my current best friend of the time, and we were at the bar, and I was getting a drink, and I turned around, and he was actually making out with my best friend, which I later found out that they had been dating the whole time.
Oh, man. You lost two folks. You lost a boyfriend and a best friend?
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't that great of a friend anyway, so not too much of a loss. I mean, clearly she was
You
dating
said-
my best friend, but
Best.
I don't get it.
That's, oof. All right. See, this is why I'm not in a
Yeah.
relationship. I don't have to call a radio show and tell this crappy story. I know. Kayla in Oklahoma, thank you for calling the Bobby Bone
No,
Show.
I feel like we need a positive.
No, not right now.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still rolling.
There's more.
Kayla in Oklahoma, how
morning,
are you?
studio.
Morning.
Morning, studio.
Morning.
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 So my best friend and my boyfriend at the time, we were playing a game of Monopoly, and he was cheating during the game the whole time, and I didn't notice, landing on my property, not telling me. And my best friend was kind of getting a laugh out of it. It was kind of the running joke at the time. Well, when he left for the night, my best friend told me, hey, he was cheating the whole time. And I was like, oh, no way. And so I texted him, and I said, I can't believe you cheated. And he said back, I guess I should tell you, and start talking. And I played with it. I said, oh, it spilled beans. And he had been cheating on me with his ex-girlfriend at the time.
Oh!
No.
And she
You were
wasn't
just
referring to
replied-
that.
You were
That's how
just.
I found out over a Monopoly game.
Wow.
That's bonkers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of such a thing.
That's good. So did you get back with him?
They've been married 2
No.
years. No. Yeah, no. Don't do that.
No.
Wow, that's a great story. I'm sorry it had to happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all of our jaws went
No,
up.
it's okay.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, I bet. It was several years ago. I'm now married with
Okay.
kids.
Did you ever say to him, well, after he gave you all the info, were you like, well, thanks for all of this, but I was straight up talking about Monopoly?
That's exactly what I said. I said,
Well, it's good to know because I was just talking about the Monopoly game we just played.
And he was like, idiot, so dumb.
Yeah.
Kayla, thank you
Yeah.
for that call.
Not like an idiot.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to one more. Misty in Virginia. Misty, you're on the Bobby Bone Show.
Good morning, studio.
Morning.
So this was, I want to say, maybe 10 years ago. I was married, obviously. I'm not married to him any longer. He convinced me to go out with one of my girlfriends because I hadn't left my child's side since he was born. So he was 2, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I'm out shopping with my girlfriend in the mall, and he calls me and just trying to check in to see how everything's going. And then, we get off the phone. Well, he calls me right back. And he's like, hey, baby, what are you doing? I was like, the same exact thing I was just doing. And he's like, well, who is this? I was like, what do you mean, who is this? He was like, so I guess he looks at his phone. He was like, I thought he was calling my mother. So, for one, that
You knew
doesn't
something
happen.
was fishy, huh?
Yes. So the phones are obviously then in my name. So I go straight to Verizon and I pull the call logs. Well, he's military. And find out that it's actually the babysitter who he was trying to call.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Well, he needed
Yes.
a babysitter?
Wow, he's cheating with the babysitter.
Well, yeah, and I did confirm that it was the babysitter because I went and rented a car and acted like I was going out, and I waited. And, yep, there she pulled up.
Got him.
Wow. So I actually caught them in the act.
He got you with the hey baby, and you're like, just talk to you. He goes, yeah. No, but hey baby, if you hey, Tay, I'm talking to the baby. Hey, baby butt dolled you. Wow.
Right.
Misty, appreciate that call. Thank you. Here's what I've
Thank
learned from this
you.
segment. Guys still suck. I thought maybe they didn't suck. Guys still suck.
That's like whenever I was in college and my boyfriend left my house and he came over and was like hanging out with me and my mom and some other people. And then he left and my phone rang right when he left. Like he was in the driveway. We could see his taillights. And he said, is Lindsay there? And I was like, Lindsay who? And he was on his way to meet Lindsay when he left my house. But
Sorry.
my mom still I even said, oh no, mom. She was like, Amy, that he literally was in the driveway calling the other girl that he's about to go meet. But I still stayed with
That's
him.
how I feel. Yeah. That's a
I
bad
believed
news.
him. He gave me some excuse.
Did we have any update on the Duggars? They got raided. I'm seeing all these different stories now. But okay. Well,
Wow.
I feel like we covered both sides of it. We read the story from the news, and we were like, well, they're also saying it's not true.
We're safe.
We don't know, but it was in the news. Okay, thank you very much. Let's play God's Country for Blake Shelton. Thanks for hanging. 877-77-BOBBY. That's our phone number, 877-77-BOBBY. Appreciate you for hanging out with us. We know we wouldn't be here without you. You could be anywhere in the whole world, but you're with us, and we are so grateful for it. The first male birth control is almost ready, and you get it via a syringe to your junk.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
no way.
I mean, that's sounds bad and all, but the way you set it up, I thought maybe you had.
What could be worse than a needle in the wiener? There's nothing worse.
It was like a suppository or something.
No,
I'd rather have better.
You would
me all day long.
Would
That's
rather
right.
do that than just take a little needle,
needle to the wiener?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
me?
It said, would men endure a shot to the wiener to prevent pregnancy?
I mean, that.
Listen.
They have completed a clinical trial on an injectable male contraceptive. The product is ready, only with regulatory approvals pending. The trials are over, including extended phase 3 clinical trials. They did 303 candidates, 97.3% success rate. Let me say this, women, don't trust a man that says he's on male birth control. We aren't honest about things.
We're not trustworthy.
We're not just generally. We're not. Guys say anything to have sex. Baby, I'm on birth control. Show me your needle tracks. You got to show your tracks.
Ew.
I know. The birth control method, which lasts approximately 13 years, involves injecting a
13 years.
involves injecting a polymer called styrene maleic anhydride into the
Sounds
vas deferens, effectively blocking sperm from leaving the testicles.
For 13, so it's basically you just put a little cement in there or something.
Silly putty. That's what that is. It's just silly putty in a
Like what?
longer term. I think though too, you can probably have it disabled.
What are
The
they?
same way that women can have
Extract
their the thing
Tubes
taken
tied
out.
reversed.
Yeah, I mean, there's always.
Or the diaphragm.
I don't think you're just set for 13 years. Like, I think you can work for 13
That's the
years.
longest I've heard of anything working, though.
It's just
13
here's the
years.
thing,
Had they even had somebody have it in for 13 years?
Amy, I have one piece of paper, and I read "Shot to the Wiener" and stopped reading until just now. That's all I was going to listen to.
Okay.
That's a lot.
It's a
right?
lot.
It's a lot to take and to endure.
Well, and women have to endure
yes.
a lot.
Here's the weird thing: we probably, when it comes down to it, shouldn't be messing with our insides with hormones and chemicals that make you do things that aren't natural.
I agree. That's why I haven't had, because of my.
By the way, I'm all for birth control, but again, it's probably messing with us in a bad way. I'm also all for cell phones. Or 20 years, we're gonna have big things on the side of our head. So I'm not anti. Actually, love cell phones. Love birth control. On it myself. Just the women kind.
Does that work for you?
Not really. Getting his estrogen.
But
or
I'm just saying,
progesterone.
it's probably bad news.
Yes.
It's like sugar. We're gonna look back, and sugars are gonna be the cigarettes of. We look back and go, we can't believe people are just smoking in cars. Doctors were going, if I had to pick, same thing's gonna be with sugar in 20 years. We're gonna look at that and go, holy crap. So, but yeah, you can take out the old shot and pop yourself in a goob, and all of a sudden, you're blocked up.
Now I'm good.
Eddie, your wife got her tube tied, right?
She did, yes. Therefore, I don't have to do the shot.
That just makes me feel like I don't like needles in my shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
much less in my gobstopper.
Right.
Your everlasting gobstopper.
Let me tell you, it ain't everlasting, my friend. If I'm being honest.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay. Enough. You can see on Instagram Mr. Bobby Bones pictures from the Christmas party last night. That's up. Appreciate you guys for being here. Let me say this. There's a brand new Bobby cast with Naomi from Runaway June, which in this Bobby cast, she talks about she, was living in an Amish neighborhood. Her mom was a midwife, and they sold everything and lived in a bus for years.
So we lived in national parks, and we explored and we played outside. We did schooling like a few hours in the day, and then we were just out. We just played in the woods. I mean, it's true.
And here's a clip of Runaway June in their song. There was a big hit for them here. But she's the lead singer and lived in a bus, not in a tour bus. Like they found an old school bus and cleaned it out, and they slept in it, lived in it, and they lived in park. It's just she has a crazy story. So search Bobby Cast after our show's over today. Check it out and listen to that one. It's a really fantastic interview. Thank you very much.
It's a Bobby Bones Show.